What's up guys, it's Mr. Janvid and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. And in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go crazy with Specs Kyogre, Gastrodon, and Rillaboom in the Uber tier. Stay tuned. But before we begin, a couple things. Shout outs to my man Randy West. Listen guys, this guy right here is a beast. Now I've seen him comment a couple times, asking for advice. But I was thinking my man Randy was high 1900, just trying to ask for that, figure out that slight edge. But he actually hit his record of 1603 yesterday, and decided not to let himself get too attached to his results. Something I always say, and I had and tried to go even further. And he was able to get to 1711 as of today. But mind you, he's coming from I think 1300 a few weeks ago, because as I said, I remember his PM, not his PM, he commented on the channel. So I'm really happy to see my man Randy breaking through. Watch out for him guys, he's coming. And right here he says what happened to him. He said he really thinks it started once he changed his mindset. Of course, that's where it all starts. Once that started, he started to have more fun. And that's the second place that usually should happen next. And once his mind wasn't focused on I'm gonna be a bad player if I lose, and started taking each loss and learning, he noticed he had an easier time referencing the information from his knowledge bank, stuff in the book, and bringing it to his awareness, also stuff in the book. But you can get that in the playlist in the link description down below too. And he's like, it's wild how much can happen when you change your perspective. Like, that's such a beautiful thing, man. It really that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. We're helping people achieve their goals. So many great things. So if you want to join the academy, get results yourself, if you like your plateauing, click the link in the description below, join us, and we're happy to help you out. So immediately when I look at this, like, you see what I'm talking about? Look at Rillaboom. I have the Gastrodon on deck for Kyogre and for Palkia and for Zekrom. I knew Gastrodon would be the man with the plan, you know what I'm saying? No Calyrex, but he does have a Lunala, so we want to shut that boy down. Does have a super toxic week, in fact. Oh, I'm not even on my main alt. I'm tripping. Okay, sorry I got y'all so hype. I was on my other alt, which was... Is this the same person? No. Okay, I was about to say, like... But yeah, I'm 1641 on this, which is pretty high in Uber. Like, Ubers doesn't have the same cap. So 1600 in Ubers, I think like 1800 in OU. Or I have to see the ladder, maybe even higher. But I think the ladder is active right now, so not. But Gastrodon here, very good. Upon clicking Toxic, his only answer would be Necrozma. If that doesn't have Toxic, even better. I'm gonna be walling. But off jump, I love that. Yveltal is gonna be clutch for helping guard against his slightly, but more importantly, helping to shut down any kind of Necrozma shenanigans. My Necrozma is gonna be important for his Necrozma Blissey. Kyogre, Water Pulse, Choice Specs, Spout just eats people alive. Rillaboom, amazing. In fact, I want to shut down his potential of rocks early, so we're gonna get this terrain up. I didn't expect Lugia to be his lead. Irrelevant, as it invites my Necrozma, and there's nothing he can do unless he double switches. But he does Thunder Wave, so I already know what kind of player he is. Nah. But we're gonna set up rocks. Oh, theory. In theory, we set up rocks there. But I'm gonna remove his item because it is a big deal. And his helmet. So that's great because we get to get up our item here. Oh, he's knockoff. So I guess that's the wave. Okay. And so we get to a sun here. In theory, my man's going for it though. I gotta respect it. I don't have anything to switch into knockoff, so we're gonna be chilling for a little bit until I get the free switch into my Kyogre to Water Spout. I think I've gotten paralyzed far more times than I have not been paralyzed. Anybody? Like, I think my opponent knows who he's playing, so he's like, you know what? I can do it. So let me see how much knockoffs. It makes sense to spam it. His Necrozma being beat down does matter. I'm taking a lot. He's taking nothing. Actually, we're taking the same amount. I'm lying through my teeth. My Necrozma is very difficult for him to KO, so I understand the obsession I just call it with trying to knock off KO me. I'm gonna gamble a little bit here. Right, okay, cool. I'm a morning sun here. That's why I said I'm gambling. Now, this would be the time to go to my Kyogre, because I do think he has the morning sun. Because my Necrozma doesn't need to be. Let me see. He knocks off again though. Summer morning sun again. Man, this is the turn to go to Kyogre. I do not want to give my Kyogre's item up. He's still knocking off. How many does he have left? 20 left. Oh man, it's persistent. Okay, there's the morning sun. Guys, when I tell you, your boy 3 in a row, man. 4. Is it 25%? Because maybe I didn't get the memo. Maybe I didn't get the memo. Maybe I missed the party. Is that what happened? I can't say I'm surprised, honestly. I'd be lying if I said I was surprised. But still annoying, you know. As he actually gives me his neck to Sunsteel Strike. Okay, I think I can definitely put this guy in the dirt. I'll roost because if Eltal is super important, I know he's gonna switch out. Toxicking me would be rough if he has it, but it's just Nox. Didn't he already knock my item off? I don't think he can touch me, and I'm faster than him. So I'll foul play hard here as Blissey rears his ugly head. And so perhaps a Thunder Wave. It's always these guys, man. It's always these guys. Please fucking do not luck me, man. Thank you. And Necrozma is mine. In fact, Kyogre is about to get all this health back. So ideal situation is he goes to the Blissey. It's not at full, and so it will get dropped. Oh, it's not even boots. You are not. Oh, what? How did he take that? What just happened? There's no way you should be taking it like that. So let's see. 61%. What? Damn, that sucks. He took nothing from that. What? Like, Kyogre usually 2 kills Blissey. Maybe it's because I'm not modest, but and it's not fully mag, but that didn't even come close to KOing, which is the thing. Like, it wasn't even close. I do think he'd stay in here. Please, for the love of God, Rillaboom, do not get lucked. God bless. Thank you. And so this, with this last turn of terrain, this might be the moment I need. Unfortunately, Morning Sun, please, for the love of fucking God, get at least some health back. Thank you. Now the Zekrom is problematic. Because he DD's here. I'm gonna have to Dynamax with him. Probably Policy or something. I'm forced to because I know he's gonna Dynamax, but I don't know if his +2 will 2 kill me. Wow, and it's not even close. And wow, like I might have just lost. No, I haven't, but it's wow. That man, that means I needed. How do I win this? I could go Rillaboom first into Sucker, or I could Sucker into Rillaboom. But the question is, what would I win with? Man, that did so much to me. So I'll go with Veltal, sucker into Grassy Glide. Him DDing doesn't really make sense. Man, I don't think I can win. Usually I have like a solution for most things, but Necrozma is too low. And it's interesting because the the 5 power hacks in a row started the chain reaction, because if Veltal would not have been low. Oh, he has Roost. Yeah, this game's over. So either I need a Zekrom. I didn't know Zekrom was actually that like tough. As I said, because I'm thinking, I'm like, probably not the best defensive synergy. Oh yeah, I didn't know if I told you guys. I threw this team together. I just kind of like, we throw something together. So untested and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, Zekrom is a problem. But I do think I could have won that without the like, I think I got paralyzed 75% to 25% actually breaking through. Somebody calc that for me. But I'm so used to it at this point that it's I know at least one, especially in Uber. If you've been watching me for a while, like that's the tier with the worst fucking luck. And as far as you know, on my end at least. So immediately I noticed Kyogre's devastating potential. Like once I click a move, it's over for your boy. Which is why I think that it probably be to his best interest to Veltal guards well against 160. 0% chance I see Kyogre. I mean, Veltal, which is very odd that he lets the Anaconda unless this is like. I'm not even sure what to expect. It's Sash? What is this? This is gonna hurt. This might do half. Yeah. Huh. Is that offensive? These shouldn't be running Oblivion Wing, but Rillaboom, as you can see, is very solid. So Airstream, not a 2-hit KO, which is great. Downside is these things, because of its ability. I actually don't remember what Max Darkness drops. I want to say I think Ghostium drops special. I don't remember. Dynamax has been out of the game for so long that so he Airstreams again, of course. Anybody notice that? Yo, I'm telling you guys, like, I don't know what it is. And this guy is 1100 too. Let's see. So Max Darkness would have dropped my Spadef, so that was his correct decision. We would have been his correct decision. I saw low value on Ho-Oh. I can afford to take a hit to trade for Toxic. And then I'll pivot out into my specially defensive Veltal and Roost stall him out. Reset this Spadef drop. Because a Max Darkness the first time would have been devastating for me. As he Dark Pulses, and we just Roost that off. As he's going to Oblivion Wing. But that shouldn't do any damage to me. But we need to keep this at the utmost. Yeah, literally no damage. But he's getting health back. I'll Toxic here. It covers... no. Because I was going to Toxic for the sake of T-Tar. But I'm like, Zacian could come and get a free switch. T-Tar is a non-factor. The way it's saying and set up, I might be able to just Grassy Glide through his team. Necrozma guards well against it. And I think... I get a kill with several Pokemon, so it's not even like, oh, do I go Rillaboom or do I go... Actually, Kyogre, even if he attacks me this turn, he actually Toxic. What Spout? Spout loses a whole base power. So he's going to give me Veltal, I assume. I'm curious to see how much this does to Dracovish if that's what he goes to. I know Dracovish quad resist, but I can't believe Blissey only took 36%. I know it's probably max special effect, max special attack, max special defense, but I recall a time where Blissey was people. Maybe they used to run mix, but I can't think what they would need mix for back then. because Blissey wasn't taking any physical hits as his Ubers. So maybe I'm just misremembering the calc. Matter of fact, let's check it right now. Or maybe Modest makes that big of a difference. Or maybe it was I'm thinking of that role after Rocks. So let's see. Choice specs. Okay. Water spots there. The rain is up. Let's see what Blissey. Let's see what that Blissey do. Oh, you teleport. No. Or maybe they were impish. I can't remember, man. But let's find out. So Blissey takes. You see what I'm talking about? Unless that little bit of chip does make that big. You saw the Kyogre come out and said, I want none of these smoke. That's crazy, man. Timid. What am I missing here? Because the Blissey right here is getting dropped. Yeah. Let me see. My Kyogre is max. Yeah, that's just timid 399. There's no way the fact that I lost 10%. Well, let's find out. What I was at, 90%. Wow, it makes that much of a difference. But that still says 40. The Blissey took 36. Unless I was below 90. I don't recall, but like, yeah. Like even a team like this is just mono lose to Kyogre. In fact, let's see what, just for the sake of entertainment, let's see how, because like he's super weak to Veltal, even if he gets Trick Room up. But like again, mono lose to Kyogre. So let's see what his solution is. Perhaps it's his Sash. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I just have himself KO here. Oh, he didn't. Explosion perhaps? Veltal. Interesting. Considering he's slower than me, I'd assume. And so Ho-Oh gets to freely come in. Oh, foul play. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have gone to... Interesting. Defog foul play. Toxic would suck. Defog foul play. I don't think he has that though. So Stacks comes out. I'm not sure how he's gonna get up Trick Room, unless well, I don't have Taunt, but Necrozma is the only thing that can take a hit from me. And so he could opt for a TR into this should do significant amounts to where Sucker Punch KOs though. Yeah, policy, TR into Sucker, he gets dropped. This is what, but I figured as much. Oh, they're ice, but I have a full health Nick, so it doesn't care. Glacial Lance, I love that. Look how much that, you see how much attack, that's banded, man. Do you see how much defense I have? Yeah, that shit is bad. Hold 40 motherfucking %, man. And so here, there's no reason for me to predict his thing, you know. All comes in, shuts down Lunala. I know he's toxicking, but it's irrelevant. Have I shown toxic? No. So he's gonna stay in here. I'm so used to having Fizz Def Ho-Oh from back then, so my head calcs are for Fizz Def. So when I saw I took damn 50% from foul play, I'm like, okay, so my man making plays. Okay, I'm not sure what he's gonna use. I see he may have Stone Edge or weakness policy on this too. Work up, okay. So may have a whack. So let's burn this boy real quick. Sunseal Strike couldn't touch anyway. On the off chance that he has Total Mile. What is he at? 13. Why am I getting 1,300 players? What's going on? We need some real opponents. Give me somebody not a cool 1,800. Somebody with some real points. So this can be fun. Let's see what the Uber ladder is saying right now. So yeah, like see 1,700 is top 5. So like significant, like so 1,600 is the equivalent of like again like 18 to 1,900 in Ubers. So I'm somewhere MTV Jam. Oh, that guy. Oh my goodness, this lucky guy. But yeah, hopefully I get somebody super solid. I'll pause till I come. Alright, so we got this guy. Yes, he sees some decent points, so a very cool team. This is some shit I'd build like later on in the metagame, so he has my respect already. Interesting. It's gonna be a trickier game. I'll have to play Kyogre well. I guess if I take off his Eternatus' item and I predict him once, then there's mileage to this. That's if he's toxic. If he's toxic Eternatus, then so I'm gonna go. I expected actually Eternatus to be his lead, but I'm gonna spout first. You should fear Scarf Ogre. But he could also not be Spadef. He is though. Okay, so obviously he heals here. The question is, do I? Yeah, I do, and remove item. Because rocks plus item removed is golden for us. I'm not gonna knock yet, since Arcanine likely comes out, and I don't give a damn about that thing's item being gone. So, Hazard Control looks like, well, this could be a toxic variant, and if that's the case, then I can't really get around this. Ho-Oh is the most toxicable, but it is what's his face? I'll Brave Bird hard. I can see Eternatus trying to come out here. He goes Duskmane to scout for toxic, and so Duskmane being burned is huge for Rillaboom. Plus, again, you know, depending on what is intimidating. Okay, so he didn't see toxic, which means he's like, okay, well, Sacred Fire. Why did I take damage just now? Heavy Duty Boots. What just happened? Wild Charge. Oh, recoil. I'm tripping. I forgot that I clicked Brave Bird. I'm like, hold up. I need to slow down. Slow down. I just want to get to know. Anybody? Bobby Valentine, anybody? So he did have Wild Charge. I'm going to... I'm going to recover. What I'm gonna do is use Rillaboom, because Rillaboom is super deadly, right? And you know, with the threat of Dynamax, you can never be too safe. Because I know the heal bell's coming. It's just a question of what the Umbreon is willing to do, because it's probably max Spadef, and so the fact that it stayed in, so maybe foul play. Foul player wish makes sense too. But with grassy terrain so let's go Ho as the mid ground. As he actually foul plays, don't mind it at all. I'm very surprised he was foul played there, because I think Woodhammer might have dropped this thing. Brave Bird here because he wishes. Brave Bird's doing 34, so he can foul play again. It's a little annoying, but Gastro took decent damage from that. I'm surprised. Upside is Gastro sits. If Eltal would have to be his initial switch. And all I have to do is just get him comfortable. I don't want my Gastro burned, and I don't want... Let's see what his Yveltal is. So it goes Cali Ice. Spadef drop. Cali Ice took absolute... Did you see that stab fucking earth power. He's assault vest. That literally missed. No, he didn't take rocks damage. What? How did I do 8 and 9%? That isn't right. And so, you know, obviously RK9 or so actually Oster neck, which I don't mind too. I do if he knocks. Don't want Kyogre knocked. Well, what is it? No way he knocks. I have to be it because I'd assume, yeah, perfect positioning. And so I get to spout again here, force the recover on Eternatus, then get the switch in on. We'll have to really watch, but force the recover obviously, and we're trying to entice this to allow me to knock it off. Then I'll have to catch him on an ice beam. So pivot back to Kyogre, fairly obvious, very low risk, and then this allows for me to water spout again. The fucking pressure is actually, forgot about pressure. So I'll thunder here then on the odd chance I can get the para. Also, he may not heal here because he's like, well, I'm getting all the upsets. So if he doesn't heal and I catch him on an ice beam, he's done. DT spikes. Okay, that's actually horrible for me. That's actually like terrible for me. I'm very surprised he opted for Necrozma hard last time, considering if I win this tie, it's done for. But if it's a tie, I could just be faster than me. But I go hard Ogre again. Shut down the Morning Sun. And because he Eternatus, I'll Ice Beam here, catch the Eternatus. Eternatus can't touch me. And so we're gonna have to see. I could Mega, Dynamax and Max Ice. But I think that under damages anyway. And so he's trying to stall for because he's pressure stalling. Man, that does nothing. That's a really big deal that he has wow, I'm losing 1v1 to Eternatus. Like, isn't that crazy? But he doesn't have Toxic, most likely have. Well, it could. I'd assume Flamethrower Dynamax Cannon after this. Might not be able to win because of the so he goes hard Umbreon, which is it's okay. It's not the best, but actually probably should have Sacred Fired there and burned him. So allows for Boom. He has to protect, and since he didn't protect last time, I'm gonna actually Woodhammer here. 2-hit KO, except Arcanine. Arcanine don't 2-hit KO, but oh, I can't. What a cool situation right now. His core is actually fucking me up. Like, I'm getting walled. The T-Spike, I could have won, but when he dropped the T-Spike, I was like, yeah, I might not be able to. And I have no defogger. Maybe I shouldn't have put dual toxic on both of these. I think Ho could have rocked without toxic, or like just have a different mon. Arcanine makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, I don't have any countermeasures, which is kind of disappointing. Wow, it's gonna foul play kill me. No. Man, there's nothing I can do. I don't think Dynamax Max Overgrow does 29 if Banded Woodhammer did 77. 182, but I lose my band. That blows. And he has Heal Bell too. Woo! Your boy might have gotten wrecked in this Uber Live. burn there would have been clutch. Forces the heal bell. Default play again. Yeah, he did. It's a misplay too. Because Brave Bird was doing 38, 35. Foul play now is doing 22. I'll get recoil knocked, but my hull is a big problem to him. So that's why I'm surprised he played his Umbreon in this way. His hull is a huge issue to him. So I'm gonna say wishes. Obvious protect here. And so the question is because Brave Bird, I don't think it's with KOs. Maybe I'll have to knock this thing's item off. Actually, maybe I have a shot. Brave Bird there, if he wishes, and he's gonna get his health back. So I'm gonna take that leftovers from him, coax him into a false sense security, because I know he'll stay in here to heal Bell, or he'll wish, because I could drop him with Sunsteel Strike, honestly. And if he foul plays, that's worse. So item removed, as he likely, heal Bells. It's too big of a gamble to do anything else. Now, if he chokes and foul plays here, I'll take it. Sunsteel Strike is still quite strong, as he wishes. Its ability means I can't toxic it. Man, that's crazy. Vel is too good, especially if I play this correctly. So there's his Vel. Not sure what it has in store for me, and I guess if I still have Dynamax in hand, so that's dope. If I can get the burn here, this is a big deal. Give me the burn here, ho. Oh my god! Oh, that would have been a big burn. How does Taking Fire do so much? And because I could have Brave Bird. I can Dynamax kill him here. Do I want to use my Dynamax this turn though? If Umbreon dies, the combination of Ho plus Yveltal, I'm just worried about his Dynamax. I don't want to have a countermeasure for that, particularly his Yveltal. If I don't Dynamax here, what does that mean for us down the line? How is he gonna force me out? So you knock out the Umbreon there, which is a huge, again, huge deal for Yveltal and Ho, because Yveltal is really problematic for him, and Ho is problematic for him. So I think if I play, well, especially because he goes Yveltal here, which is amazing, so I can max flare into, because I know he's gonna have to Dynamax. I forced his Dynamax, which is great, and so he's gonna max Airstream back. Yeah, I'd rather max flare him. I don't need the speed, because he's not going to be doing any kind of damage to me. It's the max darkness that's annoying, but I can toxic him and then switch out and start stalling. Yeah, max darkness hurts, but he's toxic now, which means that I can opt for my Yveltal if I so choose. With one layer of T-Spikes, it's not the worst thing in the world. Doesn't have Life Orb, which means I'm gonna Spadef Yveltal. I took 29 from another. Plus, you should Dark Pulse here. Yeah, I did no damage. Which is a big deal. Yeah, okay. Jamster bringing it through. Man, I didn't know how I was gonna win that. But the way when I started to see him play as Umbreon like that, I was like, you know, maybe there is. I think in that moment I got so caught up that I didn't realize, hey, I'm getting walled. but I have an insurmountable wall as well in the combination of Ho-Oh and Yveltal. And so, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. We're gonna grab one last one to wrap it up. I'm feeling one more. So I fucked up, guys. What's up, G? The Umbreon Wave and Purple Gatorade is a far better play from, well, I don't know. His name seems familiar, so I just assume I used to play him all the time. So Gastro guards well against the Kyogre. I really like another fucking Eternatus Umbreon core. I can't be mad at it, it's good. But Necrozma chilling. I think it's funny, I'm gonna have to thunder his Yveltal, his Eternatus, paralyze it, and then ice beam it. That's like, or water spout it, and that's my objective in life. In fact, well, Groudon would be my biggest impediment, but I usually rain start to shut down the potential flamethrower, and then it puts me in a position where I can knock off. Since there's so much information I lack, the Necrozma has to be kept at the utmost for that Xerneas, so I can Dynamax back if push comes to shove. And Umbreon just the synchronize. If I could toxic it, then okay, but the synchronize is such a problem, and so I likely Eternatus back. I expected as much. It's just the best situation versus me. And so if this is another toxic spike variant, then tough. So Dynamax cannons to cover my Dynamaxing. But ideally, I'd like to get him comfortable enough to where he stays in here and it allows me to knock him off in exchange for some T-Spikes. Though T-Spikes are bad, like really bad, but I'd assume he expects me to have Defog. And so he does. As is this helmet too? Oh, so okay, I must be like metagame wavy because I have it as well. And so here we go again. Upside, you know, he doesn't have, so he's trying to keep this healthy enough to where it can come in on my Rillaboom, which makes sense. Since Morning Sun is, so he can't touch me. He doesn't have knock on this, which is great. Excellent. I do need this healthy for Zern, but he has to give up something's item. I can tell he's not trying to, but like he's literally gonna get PP stalled here, or until I can get my Kyogre in. But now that I know he's toxic, so it gives me the Umbreon's item, which is a blessing, as I opt for Sunsteel Strike into, because if he foul plays here, he gets the damage, but then Umbreon is gone, which is, as I said, he doesn't know how much of a problem this thing is to me, but I know how much is a problem this thing is to me. And he might not be the same set as the last guy. He might be a status variant over Heal Bell. So he does toxic. Excellent, 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 excellent. So that's excellent, as he has to go back to Nick. So this is awesome. This is amazing, as Rillaboom is just devastating right now. I was wondering if Toxic was a little aggressive there. There wasn't much I had to come in to threaten. If I went to Kyogre, just going. If he wished and I went to Kyogre, he protects and go to Eternatus. And Scout's not what I do. So there's the Kyogre. And so it's gonna be Kyogre into Gastrodon. Kyogre into. So he's lefties, which is interesting. I'm trying to think what double he could make. Maybe I don't think Umbreon can take a Scald. Toxics though. Scalds, you know. So he could be, and if he does, it's wavy. Okay, he has Toxic too. Which means could he be like Rest Scald? Like, is that a set? I'm willing to trade Gastro here. So he Scalds. Okay, cool. So I think he is Rest Toxic, and he's just like, okay, if they have a counter, I'll just Scald. Yep. Downside of this, obviously, somebody has to get earth powered. Somebody always has to get earth powered, and it's gonna be his Eternatus because I don't think he wants Rillaboom in. And it's very obvious. There it is. There's the Eternatus. And so I'm debating sacking Gastrodon here to trade for this Eternatus staying low. Problem is I don't have anything to just come in and revenge kill it. It'll just always heal. And so at 31%, I'd be at 70 something, and it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter. It's gonna come down. Does this have toxic spikes or does it have toxic? Because that's gonna matter versus my Ho-Oh. So like here comes his Necrozma. His Eternatus is at 91, which means, yeah, obviously I can go to my Kyogre here. But he's just doing this out of like lack of options. I have far more knockoffs per. Assume Groudon is gonna come out eventually. Actually, Oster, Kyogre, and leftovers were knocked off. Yeah, Rillaboom is fine. Knock off. So U-turn's free here. Necrozma has to come in. Grassy terrain. So let's get this Kyogre in. And Spout. Eternatus has to come in, but has to heal. It actually took a ton from that. Took a lot from that. He's toxic. He's a toxic variant. And so he's going to take this opportunity to get some health back on his Necrozma, I'd assume. Or he could fish for the burn, feeling as if he doesn't really have an out. Because that Kyogre, so he does have T-Spikes, which isn't great. His boots. Those boots. I didn't even notice that he wasn't taking rocks. There's the Groudon, Soft Sandon. Because Rillaboom is a Pokemon, it does limit significantly what he can do with this Groudon, but because he has T-Spike. So Vel is not critical for, I might have the speed on this here, right? So Stone Edge is just fine. I don't think he's gonna expect me to be faster. He's Jolly. Oh shit, it's Jolly, which isn't great. So Vel being dead there sucks. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Knockoff into Necrozma doesn't do shit for Banded. So D-Max means Necrozma dies here. And then Necrozma dying means a lot for my own Necrozma. So I'll Dynamax drop the defense. Especially the, you know what I'm saying. It's too big of a gamble to go to. Well, I thought it was too big of a gamble to switch it in, but he's giving up Necrozma. I thought it was too big of a gamble to give up, because he could have just went to Eternatus and knocked me back out. I thought it was too big of a gamble to risk his Xerneas there. Because perhaps Max Overgrowth would have knocked him out there from 30 something, but it worked out. I took the I got the damage on his Xerneas, which is gonna make a difference later on. But yeah, I think Ho-Oh is gonna have to be very, very, very much in the clutch. Umbreon is too high in health for me to go Gastro. Groudon on Gastro is, Groudon's a problem. So currently, so he's committing to trying to flamethrower me. Fair enough. I don't want flamethrower damage on me. And he has to heal to cover for the Kyogre. Sacred Fire is easily the play to fish for the burn. I don't get it. It needs pressure, which isn't great. I can Brave Bird this turn. I'm surprised he went Xerneas. Perhaps, you know, he's opting for, like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna defog hard. He's left over Zern, which is interesting. Perhaps this is, what? What the fuck is this, man? Fucking, I mean, I can't be mad at it. Because as I said from the last game, the Umbreon plus what's it called combination is really bad. So the not having, well, since he's aromatherapy didn't matter. That means my play was to go to, I didn't expect Toxic though. Toxic, fuck. So Kyogre comes out. He has to rest, which is fine. I'll go Rillaboom. And so this is where it gets interesting, as you know, the Eternatus can only take so many hits, and it's a question of, do I have high horsepower? Because if I have high horsepower and I go for it on his switch, he's fucked, which is why I think he won't. I think you'd sack Xerneas. And me U-turning doesn't get me a lot of ground versus the Xerneas. I do think he's going to sack Xerneas here. Well, since he was that kind of Xerneas, then it makes sense why he was going to do it like that then. So he does go Eternatus. Again, very risky. Because it could have... I could have... am I badly poisoned on Gastrodon? Or am I normal poison? How did Gastrodon get poisoned? Yeah, I'm toxic. How did I get toxic? The fucking Kyogre, right? I don't know if I can, because Ho-Oh got toxic. I don't think I can win anymore. Before that, Ho-Oh could have pulled it out because he struggled with Ho-Oh, and Dynamax Cannon was the only thing he could touch me with. And once I got the burn, I'd just be able to sit. But he definitely caught me off guard with that. I guess he calced high horsepower to know, okay, well, if he does go for that, I can survive. So yeah, that's tough. It's tough. As he goes for the badly poison, which is fine. It's not fine, but I understand it. He doesn't need it, which is why I'm surprised he is using that turn. But Dynamax Cannon comes out, so hopefully I can get a burn here to give me some mileage. Nothing. Still nothing. But yeah, I can't beat Eternatus with this team, which is concerning. But Zeoster Groudon, since it's Jolly-Don, that's a problem. Maybe if I freeze his Eternatus, I don't know. But this game, I can't win it. He Dynamaxes it to guarantee that we wouldn't miss, which makes sense. He has max airstream. Whoa. Max airstream, huh? What the fuck? He could probably earth move here, rock move, you know what I'm saying? I gotta play to my outs. I don't really have much. Pretty sure he's taking this game. The toxic on Xerneas was key, but now I know for the future. So guys, be careful of toxic Xerneas. And also for team building, because usually I would build my own Uber team. Uber is the one tier where I'd like throw things together, but it's still very early in the metagame, and so there's much to learn. So I won't be building an Uber team yet. Clearly, you see, this hasn't been the biggest success. But you know, for things like, oh, I gotta protect against fucking max airstream Groudons and shit. Like, you know, I don't know if it's press blades. Press blades would make sense. It's earthquake though, which means he's not doing any kind of damage. So he actually allowed me to beat down his Groudon a little bit. Doesn't matter at all. Like his Groudon. In fact, I'm super weak to Groudon. I need to have like a Groudon counter. I want the Groudon looking like it's problematic again. But if it's a max airstream, unless you're a Zygarde, you're fucked. Now that I'm thinking about it. Unless you're a Zygarde, you're screwed. And so Eternatus literally walls the rest of my team. So I'm gonna just call it a game rather than wasting more time. So yeah, thank you for watching the live today. Just something real chill. This team's garbage, guys. It lost me a lot. I think Gastra has potential and all that. I just don't think I used it on the correct. I don't really think this was the correct core and offensive blah blah blah. And so I think it's solid. It wasn't a toxic Kyogre. I don't know how common that is. I don't know how common Gastrodon is. But I do think it can be a beast. We allowed Zekrom to mess us up because of the dynamite. Well, I guess maybe Quagsire. Quagsire could hold off Groudon. Yeah, Quagsire is probably like the wave. Yeah, because it covers for Zekrom and yeah, Quagsire, guys. Start using Quagsire. This is the mood of this live. But yeah, thanks for watching again. Hit the like button down below. Also, guys, check out this crazy new stuff. The Academy has been revamped. Check this out, man. Check this out. Easy to follow processes. And I put everything you guys need from YouTube to book to everything in one place on the Discord. So, the moment you join, go hit that up. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.